Welcome to the Voice of the Coast. I am your host, Danica. Along with me, we have Bill Gessel, who is the Toys for Tots coordinator. It is the most wonderful time of year, right? They say Christmas time brings out just, so many wonderful feelings in everybody, even the Grinch, right?
It is. Happy to be back again this year.
That's good. I'm so happy to have you back, definitely. And we're talking about Toys for Tots, and of course, kids, parents, the community can all get involved, and everyone loves to see the Christmas concert that comes around Morgan City and St. Mary Parish. So tell us a little bit about what's different this year about that concert.
We have the Marine Corps Band New Orleans coming, and it's going to be on a Saturday afternoon. It's Saturday, December 2nd, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's an early afternoon show, Saturday afternoon at the auditorium. Come on out, it's going to be a good one.
It's different from years prior because it's typically during the week. This time it's on a Saturday where you can, get up in the morning, get your breakfast. If you want to go out, buy a gift, because of course it is by donation, right? The admission is free, but you do ask for a gift to be donated.
Absolutely, the concert is free, but if you can afford a toy, and if you want to give a toy to the campaign, do so. All toys that we collect stay in this area. So even monetary donations stay in this area. So nothing leaves the area.
Yes, and you guys have been doing this for a number of years. How long have you been doing Toys for Tots?
1984 is when the detachment actually started doing Toys for Tots. I took over 18, 19 years ago.
Yes.
So
This is like your baby.
Strong. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you have seen it mature to where it is today. And for parents who want to get involved, there's applications. I know there are 2 locations, one in Morgan City, one in Franklin.
Right, the application process is going. Morgan City, or this side of the Calumet Bridge, you apply at St. Mary Outreach. And on the west end of the parish, you go to the Chamber of Commerce in Franklin.
You make Christmas possible for so many, and I think that's great. About how many gifts are typically given out during this time?
We give out close to 4,500 toys, 4,500, 5,000 toys, and our normal children that we help, St. Mary Parish, Lower St. Martin Parish, is just over 1,000 kids.
Yes, that's a lot.
It is.
Yeah, and then you start from infant.
We do.
All the way up to age
12, 13.
Yeah. And I know it's kind of difficult because I know, the kids are not like we were growing up, right? They're a little bit different.
Yeah.
And what do you buy a 12-year-old? What is that age limit the age range that you're having difficulty buying toys for?
Yeah, it's the older kids. They want electronic, high-end electronic stuff, and we cannot afford that.
Yeah.
So, we try and give out basketballs and footballs and baseball gloves and games that involve the family.
Yes, and of course, each child gets about 3 gifts. That's a really nice, I think, round of gifts for children.
Yeah, and we pretty much average like $50 a child. It's a $25 gift, a $15 gift, a $10 gift, and then a stocking stuffer. So.
Just curious, do you also do you open it up to gift cards? Can you give gift cards?
We prefer not.
Okay.
We prefer
okay.
not. If the gift cards are given to us, we'll go out and purchase toys and give out toys.
Okay. Give us the schedule, the timeline for the gift, the applications, the distribution.
Sure. Applications are going on now through December 5th. And then December 5th will be the last day to apply. Our distribution day is going to be December 16th. And distribution in this end of the parish is going to be at the VFW Hall on Sandra Street. And in the west end of the parish will be the Chamber of Commerce. That will be December 16th.
Yeah.
We normally do it the Saturday before Christmas. The way Christmas falls this year, we had to back it up a week.
And we've been talking about just the time going by so quickly. We're in the middle of November already. And so that
True.
leaves about a month when all this will be wrapping up. So definitely get involved. We have Toys for Tots boxes, like the gift boxes that you can drop off your gifts to donate to you guys, right? It's that area businesses.
Yeah, look for the iconic Toys for Tots boxes with the choo-choo train.
Yeah.
And they are out at some businesses now. A lot of businesses like us to wait till they put their Christmas trees up. So it'll be right after Thanksgiving when you'll see the bulk of them going out.
Okay, sounds good. Well, again, applications, give me the deadline one more time for
Applications now through December 5th. Toys for Tots concert, Marine Band, Saturday, December 2nd,
Yes.
4 in the afternoon.
Lots of stuff going on at that time, and we actually have another special guest that's going to be coming up because it's all held in conjunction.
Sure.
So I'm so excited to talk about this because, again, it's the most wonderful time of year. Sometimes, and look, I love to eat, I love Thanksgiving, but sometimes it's crazy. We go from Halloween right into Christmas. We forget about Thanksgiving. But I will say, I think all the kids and the parents are definitely thankful for Toys for Tots and your organization.
Very good. Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bill. We have a special guest coming up right after this, so make sure to stay with us right here on The Voice of the Coast with yours truly on KWBJ TV 22. Welcome back to the Voice of the Coast. Again, I am your host, Danica Long, and I told you we have a special guest. We have Mustang Mike Beadle is here with us. Seasons Beatings number 7, lucky number 7, and lucky for you, there's actually going to be a special treat for this Seasons Beatings, which is going to be taking place in November 25th at the Berwick Civic Center. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is our first time doing an event at the Berwick Civic Center. We've been all over the parish doing events. And then these shows, Seasons Beating is normally at the auditorium. So this year when people come out, remember it's going to be at the Berwick Civic Center. We're raising a bunch of toys like we normally do for Toys for Tots for all the kids. And along with Toys for Tots, the Berwick Athletic Department is going to be doing the concessions and making money as well. And plus they'll be selling some tickets. So it's a 2-for-1 this year.
That's right, all around. And why Berwick this year? Because typically it's held in Morgan City. So what was the change about?
Yeah, Stone Man, Stoney Lynn, which will actually be wrestling at the show, longtime wrestler with us, had graduated from Berwick, and he was talking to one of the coaches, and they was wanting to do a fundraiser. And with everything that GSW does, we're doing a lot of things all over the place, not just in St. Mary Parish. We was trying to fit them in to help them out. And we mentioned that Toys for Tots was going on for Seasons Beatings, but we had the room to better let them come in and be a part of it with us. So they said, well, let's do it in Berwick this year. And they was able to get with the Berwick Civic Center, and they accommodated us, so that's why we'll be there this year.
Okay. And I'm not just talking to any kind of wrestler, I'm talking to a champion.
Well,
You're a champion, and you've been doing this for quite a while. First, before we get to the next question, how do you ever get tired of it?
It's an ongoing battle, especially next week will make 29 years.
I'm going to say no, because you didn't say no. You do not get tired of it. It's something you love. I guarantee
I do
you
love it.
And there's something, again, there's going to be a special, you're going to be doing something. Kind of tell me what's
Yeah, this show is going to be pretty nice for me. I've been around a long time, like I said, 29 years doing this, so my body's pretty much getting to the end of my time where I'm going to have to make a decision to shut it down. But for this show, I did win a battle royal at the last event that we had, which awarded me an opportunity to have a title shot at this coming show for any title I choose. So of course our heavyweight champion is not a light guy. His name is Vladimir Koloff. He's a Russian guy, and the fans don't really like him. So everybody's saying, Mustang, we want you to take him on for the title. And that's probably the route I'll probably go, but there's also the tag team championship that's open. And in my days, I was normally known as a tag team wrestler, and I have a couple guys that I was thinking about possibly teaming with to maybe see if I might want to go for that title.
So we gotta wait to.
Gotta wait. I'm still in the decision mode, and I'm putting it together. But Koloff, you better believe that I'm coming for you, whether it's this show or next show. I'm coming.
All right. Now, I love for the home team. I'm always rooting for the home team, no matter what. But we have some hometown individuals that will be in attendance and participating.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see these flyers all over Morgan City, which tells you some of the guys that's going to be on. There's our tag team champions, Scott Phoenix and David Silver. Hometown guys, Stone Man. We got little Tony, pretty Tony down here at the bottom, and of course Berwick native Killer Shane will be there as well. So like I said, you'll see these flyers all around town here. Seasons Beating Sevens. We're proud that this is our 7th year doing the Toys for Tots, and the name Season Beatings kind of goes along with the holiday spirit, but also a wrestling theme as well.
Yes, and of course we are definitely making mention that this is a Toys for Tots Tots event. Proceeds are going to go to that organization. Again, 7 years in the making for this to happen, and I know that the presence of Seasons Meetings has helped out Toys for Tots. And then again, you're also adding in Berwick Athletics, and I think that's great. So like you said, it's a twofer at this event, and you are asking individuals to maybe bring a gift as well, that you'll have a box there for Toys for Tots.
Yeah, Toys for Tots, the Marine Corps League, all of the staff will be there taking toys, taking donations at the show. If you want to bring a toy, we ask that you help. We've had a lot of great sponsors in this area that's already contributed to us to give us financial money to go buy toys on their behalf. So every year we've always been able to collect a lot of toys. I believe it's been over $2,000 in toys in the last 6 years. So we're hoping to do that again this year. And anybody that wants to help out in advance, contact myself or Gulf State Wrestling and get a part of it with us.
Speaking of Gulf States Wrestling, you have wrestlers coming from Texas and Alabama. And
all over the coast,
That's
you know,
right.
the Gulf region. It's just kind of how our name came about. But Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and they come from all over to help.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for being here. We do appreciate what you do in the community, as well as definitely for Toys for Tots, because without people like you, I mean, they'd have to make up that difference themselves. So thank you very much, and thank you for sticking with us. We have much more to come right here on The Voice of the Coast.
Yes, yeah.
Welcome to the Voice of the Coast. I am so happy to have this young lady back with us. I don't know if I'm going to have any more chances to do so, because you know her as Sadie Bailey Rankin. She was formerly the director at Morgan City Auditorium. Now she has returned back into the financial world. She's with MC Bank again. But I'm so happy to have you here, because we're talking about the Christmas Festival in
Yes.
Morgan City.
Yes, very excited to be here spreading the Christmas joy.
That's right. And you are indeed the chair of the festival. So you have been working on this for like months
Yes.
prior to you leaving the auditorium. Tell us a little bit about what is expected, because I know the big surprise, so I'll let you say it.
So we're super excited this year. I came on last year, talked about the Christmas festival and how we're starting small and looking to build it every year. This is the second year that we're going to do it. Last year we lit 6 oak trees in the park. This year we're adding 5 more to it, so we'll have 11 total. 9 in the park. We're going to light 1 in front of the library and 1 in front of City Hall. So we're super excited about that. We have a few more activities for the kids. We're going to have a s'more station this year.
Okay.
We'll still have letters to Mrs. Claus and the things we had last year. And then the big surprise this year is we're bringing in an ice skating rink on the tennis courts, and we are super excited about it.
I am excited. Now, am I going to get out there? Am I, I am not graceful. Even walking.
I think the TV crew should come out and do a little.
I think
that
so
would be
too,
good.
but the cameras will be off if I decide to get up there, because I got to make sure that I can walk after this. But I may actually try it. I really
Okay.
do. I will try to do that. But let's take one thing at a time, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about the trees. First and foremost, when I went last year, and you have to see it in person in order to appreciate it. We talked about it prior to the actual event. I went out there, I'm like, this is beautiful.
Yes.
There's only 6 trees.
Right.
So just imagine now there's an additional 5 trees. I would like to say, I would think it was our own version of Christmas in the Oaks that you expect when you're in New Orleans.
Yes, it's a little bit smaller, obviously a smaller version of it, but we did light the trees very similar to that. And like you said, we did 6 last year, and they pretty much sold themselves. This year, people reached out to us like, hey, we want to sponsor a tree. So we are really happy to have 11 trees this year.
Can you just imagine living around the park and it just still
I
be
know, huh?
beautifully lit up? But
Yes.
speaking of which, have you talked to the neighbors, or what are their thoughts about having this in their front yard?
They are very happy with it. We haven't done a Christmas festival in quite a while, and the Christmas day, the festival itself, we had a good turnout. The weather wasn't great. We're praying for better weather this year. But throughout the whole Christmas season, at any given point, especially during the night, you could go to the park, and people were driving. They were taking pictures. There's
yes.
bridal pictures there. So
on.
it's beautiful.
I love the idea, because if you think about it, that means there's going to be something going on at least during that week.
Right.
We have the night of the Thanksgiving night, where they do the the lighting of the shrimp boat.
That's right.
So it's not going to be on the same night. So that's what I want to make sure that we were
Yes,
clear
so
about.
that every year for, I don't even know how long they've been doing it, but it's a very long time. They light the Spirit of Morgan City boat on Thanksgiving night. So that'll happen on Thanksgiving night. And then our festival is the Saturday, November 25th, and that's when we'll be lighting the oaks.
Awesome.
So the festival itself starts at 4 p.m. We will light the oaks at 6 p.m.
Okay. And this is going to take place from 4 to 8 p.m. So ice skating. Let's get to the ice skating. Oh, wow. This is going to be pretty interesting. It's going to take place on the tennis courts,
tennis
which means
courts.
it's really that's a really good standard size for an ice skating rink,
Yes.
you know, for us. I'm just thinking about the undertaking. How does that, is it going to be a platform on top? I don't know, I'm just
So
curious.
it's synthetic ice they bring in. So it is, they bring it in, they piece it all together, and then they put something on top of it that keeps the friction, you know, from happening.
Okay.
So it's real ice skates. If you research it it's very similar to skating on real ice.
Okay.
They can have about 30 people on the ice skating ring at a time, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna do about 15 minutes because we wanna make sure that everybody gets a chance.
Okay,
I think this is a
also-
big chance for the community.
Now it is free, but what about ice skating shoes or skates? Will they
The
supply?
ice skates will be provided. The ice skating is free of charge. The whole festival is free of charge, minus the food vendors that'll be there.
All right. Well, I'm loving it so far, but there's still much more to talk about. So come on back right here on The Voice of the Coast. Welcome back to the Voice of the Coast. I am your host, Danique. Along with me, we have Sadie Rankin, who is on the Main Street Committee. But before that, she's actually the Christmas Festival chair, something you will continue to work on, although you're no longer with the city of Morgan City,
Yes.
but your heart is with Morgan City.
For sure,
I love
yes.
it. And look, you know, they always say that when you get started with something, there's no other way to go but up. Like the first year, 2022, you held the Christmas festival, and this is the second year. You guys have added on so much. So where can you go from here? Because let's go through everything that's going to be there. You're going to have an ice skating is going to take place. You're going to have snow machines. You said about 3 of those. A s'more station for the kids. Also, there are going to be some, I guess, photo stations where people can take photos. Of course, I mean, the trees themselves are going to be there. You're going to have Santa. Santa's going to be there.
Mrs. Claus will be there.
Awesome.
Mrs. Claus will be doing stories in the library.
Okay.
And then you write letters to Santa in the library, and there'll be a mailbox outside to mail them.
In addition to that, let's talk about the other things we have not talked about, and that is you're going to have a parade.
We'll have a parade on December 15th.
Okay, different day.
Yes, a different day.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good. December 15th. And also, we just crowned a new Spirit of Morgan City Christmas Festival queen.
We did.
And in addition to her being there, we're also going to have 15 or
I
30.
was told we have about 30
30.
queens, 30 visiting queens coming in to the festival. So
And that's going to be on what date?
that is on the festival date, which is November 25th.
Wow, awesome. And let's see, I can't read my own handwriting
We
here.
have a sleigh ride that
That's
well,
it.
a hay ride that we'll be
Hayride.
doing. So they'll leave the park and go down Front Street and see the big tree that'll be decorated by then, and ride around and see some of the Christmas lights in the neighborhood and make a block around the park and come back.
So really just make a night of it with
Yes,
the family.
that's right. It'll be a
And
great
you
family.
You can go any day. I know a lot of times my mother and my sister, they'll come and visit me and they're like, you know, what can we do? And this is perfect, especially if you have visiting family come in and they'd like to take pictures. I mean, get
Yes.
your Christmas photos.
It's a
done.
great photo op in that park. I encourage anybody, if they cannot make it to the festival, because I know a lot of times people have plans, you know, that weekend, but if you can't make it to the festival, the lights stay up until the end of January. Try to make it out there and see it. It's really a beautiful sight.
I love it. And of course, I mean, all around town, you'll have the gators, the rain gators, which will be out there. And of
Yep.
course, that's going to be on Thanksgiving night where they'll actually light the shrimp boat. And you said something that I'm going to have to look out for. Last year, coming across the bridge, as you make your way from Berwick into Morgan City, you could see the lights
You
from the
can,
bridge.
Yes, yes, you can see the park lit up with the oak trees.
Awesome. So thank you very much for keeping your touches on this. I know that it is a team effort.
It's definitely a team effort,
Yes,
yes.
in order for this, it's a huge undertaking, I imagine. But Morgan City residents, Morgan City visitors, and tourists will be able to take part in something that hopefully every year this gets bigger and bigger. It's on November 25th. It's going to take place at Lawrence Park. And again, I'm just so jealous of those people who live around it because it's right in your
I
front
know,
yard.
so beautiful.
And it's going to be so well lit. I mean, even last year was well lit. A lot of times, if you think, well, I don't want to go anywhere because it's going to be dark, but here it's well lit. You get out your car, feel safe to go out with the kids, and also having the park right there as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful, yes.
Yes, so
I want to say
every
thanks to our
touches.
sponsors too,
Yes,
because
please do.
everything that we do is on donations and sponsors. So we'll have our banner out with all our sponsors on it, and a huge shout out to them for making this possible.
Yes, and we cannot forget to mention Christmas trees.
Oh, that's right. Around our fountain, we're going to put some Christmas trees. We'll have 8 out there for our local elementary schools. They made ornaments, and the nursing home also. So those will be decorated and labeled from each elementary school.
Awesome. So that's Maison Jardin as well as Legacy Nursing Home and all of our area elementary schools.
Correct.
So that is awesome. Again, thank you very much for your time.
Well, thanks for having me.
And come on out. I mean, you have several times to be out there. November 23rd, the night of, that's Thanksgiving night. They'll have the lighting at the shrimp boat. November 25th, of course, is the festival. And then December 15th will be when we have the parade.
Parade and a movie in the park.
A movie in a park. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. See you guys next time.